Yo, what's up, fam? Wanted to hop on and talk to y'all today about the new expansion that's coming through. The new expansion of Source into this realm of life, right? So, for the divine masculines, it's time for mask off. The mask is coming off. Whether you want it to or not, the universe is bringing it. That mask is going to fall off, and you're going to be left with who you truly are. Now, if you know who you truly are, you're going to stand in strength. If you don't know who you are, you'll fall for anything. So as this mask falls off and we get to the point where we look in the mirror and we probably don't recognize who we are. We probably will not recognize who we are as a divine masculine collective. But the mask has fallen also. Therefore, we're having to live we're having to live for a new reality. We're having to pour our energy into a new reality, a new multidimensional reality, right? So the reason why I'm saying this is because this energy that's expanding is going to come like a thief in the night. The mask that we have worn for years is not serving us anymore. We have been holding energies hostage, energies that want to come in and be transformed by the divine masculine collective and sent back out. We have been holding on to these energies. This has been corrupting our inner alchemy. In other words, the part of us that is transforming and becoming the better part of the masculine collective for humanity, we have been holding on to these energies instead of bringing them in, allowing them to transform us, and then sending them back out. It's a very transformative time right now for the divine masculine collective. We have been deceived on so many accounts. Like, for example, we were told that masculines were running the world when that was far from the truth. Masculines have literally had to bear the grunt of all of the structure building of society, for better or for worse. So now this new masculine template has come in. It's not coming, it has come in. And this new template is transforming us. In other words, it is asking us to be something different than we've ever been before. You have to be able to anchor this in. The majority of anchoring this in is learning to receive. In other words, it's healing the divine feminine within you to be able to receive the codes. As you receive these codes, as you receive from the universe these divine codes, you become the bride. So, getting into it from the etheric standpoint or from the fifth dimensional standpoint, the divine masculine collective is learning to receive through their feminine energetic expression the new divine male template. In other words, it's being birthed out through the divine feminine within. So it may play out as a lot of tower moments. It may play out as a lot of um, um, tempestuous situations. Some of the collective is going to have to learn how to hold their sexuality, to hold it in a new way, to use it in a new way. Before, divine male sexuality was abused. It was used to drain the male. And um, for my divine masculines out there, you know what I'm talking about. To ejaculate is to empty out your cerebrium fluid. So your cerebrium, your brain, your pineal gland, all of these things have a fluid system, a closed system that runs from the root chakra, up to the crown chakra. Okay? And this fluid transfers information and electricity from your gonads all the way up to the pineal gland. So, divine male sexuality has been abused. It has been ejaculated out to the point where males have lost their intellect. They're thinking with the lower head instead of the higher head. This is being transformed. Your root chakra is being grounded into the earth, and it is receiving a new divine feminine template within it from the root chakra. So I don't mean to over explain, but what I'm saying is simply that the divine masculine collective is going through a total, complete change of who they are, what they are, and why they are. The why of the divine masculine is changing big time. Your why, like why you get up in the morning, or I'm sorry, why do you rise up in the morning and still live in a mourning, still live in a frequency of mourning when you're walking around sad and depressed? There's a scripture that I love. I used to love to read all the time, and I can't think of the exact point of reference right now, but I'm just going to say it the way that it's coming to me. So there's a part in scripture in the Bible where it says, who told you that you were to do things a certain way? I got to think of that scripture. So I had to go look that up because I couldn't really remember. But here it is. Who told you you were naked? He was talking to Adam and Eve. And he says, who told you you were naked? Like, in other words, you were good before somebody told you you was not good. You were clothed perfect before somebody told you you were not clothed perfect. You're living in harmony until somebody told you you wasn't living in harmony. In other words, somebody has told you that you're not rich. Somebody has told you you are poor. Somebody has told you that you are sick. Who told you that? Who told you that? Like I said, it's time for the mask to come off. Divine masculines. It's time to know that you are not poor. It's time to know that you are strong. It's time to know that you do have a purpose. And it's time to live in that purpose. What is the point? What is the point of gaining the whole world and losing your soul? What's the point of gaining the whole world but losing your soul? Once again, who told you you were naked? Get back to who you are, divine masculines. Remember who you are. You were told something that's not necessarily true. You have been living in a paradigm that is not true. The new paradigm, the new earth is waiting on you to step into your authority so that the new earth paradigm can take hold. It's waiting on you to step into your authority. And if you don't step into your authority, there's no structure to be built because there's no one to build the structure. You hear me, my divine masculines? Let's go. Mask is coming off whether you want it to or not. We're in this transformational time where we are becoming all of the higher soul expression we were meant to be. the multidimensional energy that is streaming down through the soul, which some people call the sun, but it's the soul. It's streaming through the soul from the central sun, and it is bringing a new expansion or a new outbreath of the Most High, of Source. Even if you wake up and you feel this energy and it's so totally different, like your whole mind is switched, it's because the timeline is switched. You have become the very thing that you were imagining you were. This is why it is time to literally take the mask off of who you thought you were or what you portrayed you were and become who you are. Become the very thing you know you are. You are so important to the new earth paradigm. You are so important. So don't fall into the cracks. Don't listen to the manipulation, the mind manipulation that's telling you one thing or another. Because there's so many manipulations that have went forth, so many lies. But hold yourself accountable for the thoughts that are coming through your mind. Hold yourself accountable for who you truly are. Love you guys. Stay up. Be strong. We will survive this. How do I know? Because that's what we came for. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. To transcend this time and bring in the new generation. That's what we are and that's what we do. We transform, we transition, and we build new structure. This just happened 400 or 500 years ago. The letter J came in 400 or 500 years ago. Well, about 600 now. But this whole transition, this whole lie, this whole diabolical scheme just started. In the realm, in the whole timeline, this just started. All of the magic they've been doing, 9/11 magic, to break the divine unions apart, to keep people in a loop of remembrance so that you won't remember who you are, but you'll remember what happened at a certain date. Love you guys. Stay up. Remember, this is a soul game. This is about your soul. It's about your soul. Love you guys.